United at Talca Park. The sides went into the game with very differing records. Shells had played 2 and won 2, while Drogheda had lost the opening 2 games.
Drogheda thought they had taken a shock lead after just 60 seconds of this match. John Lester's free eventually fell to Stephen Gray. Steve Williams in the Shells goal did well to make the save, and Declan O'Brien stole in to find the back of the net. However, the referee overruled the linesman and disallowed the goal for offside. Midway through the half, the league champions had their first real opportunity. Heary's long ball found its way through to Glenn Fitzpatrick. He was able to round the keeper, which shot across the face of goal. Drogheda were restricted to long-range efforts. This shot from Leicester was comfortably dealt with by Williams. Another long-range effort went closer. Alan Riley's scorching free kick almost found the net on the half hour. Shelbourne took the lead 11 minutes into the second half. David Sullivan did the hard work by holding off Fitzpatrick before gifting him the ball, and the big striker picked out Gerald Rowe, whose finish was immaculate. A few minutes later and the visitors were nearly level. Neat build-up play from Drogheda. Mark Rooney showed good skill before finding Riley, who rattled the crossbar. Drogheda had no answer to a swift move from Shelbourne involving Heary and Fitzpatrick. And Jason Byrne needed only one touch to score his third goal in as many games. 2-0 to the champions. They almost made it 3 when Dave Rogers made a nuisance of himself before crossing, but Byrne couldn't quite make contact. Heary was instrumental in the third goal, taking the ball forward and beating the offside trap with a lobbed pass. Fitzpatrick waited and waited before picking his spot to make it 3. It was his first goal in a Shelbourne shirt since joining from Shamrock Rovers. A solid performance then from Pat Fenlon's men. It ended Shelbourne 3, Drogheda United 0.
Credits to them for, the work rate they put in, like you say. Very good up front, good solid midfield, and very strong at the back, so they've set the standards. They've got to stay with them now, and they know that they're a good side, and they do well together, and they work very hard for each other.
I thought it was a good display. It took us a while to wake up. We didn't start at all in the first half, but we came out and all guns blazing in the second half, and we got a 3-0 result. I think it was a bit flattened, but I think we done well in the end.
To be honest, I have to say I don't think we deserved 3-0, and that's being honest, because I think all through the game, to be fair, maybe it'd be interesting to see the goal after a minute that we had disallowed. I think everybody in the ground thought it was a goal, except the referee for some reason. Now, he could have been right, remains to be seen. But I felt when they did score, it was from a mistake from ourselves, and we were playing quite well. And it just, the 3 goals were probably 3 mistakes from ourselves. And, to come here and play the way, I always like the way we played. But we're just not defending well at the moment. We're just giving away bad goals.
Thought we played well now. First half, second half, we were kind of getting into it. I thought we were just about getting on top, and just give goals away. What we're doing lately, just disappointing now at the moment.
No, it was always going to be a difficult evening for Drogheda United, but they certainly weren't helped by the defending.
Well, Paul's unhappy with it there, but Shelbourne are one of the best teams in the league. They've quality all over the park. And at some stage during the 90 minutes, they're definitely going to create chances. And you can't afford to be as negligent, certainly in relation to the first goal that they conceded. You just can't do that against Shelbourne, because eventually they catch you.
Take a look back now on the main incidents from Friday evening. It was always, as I said, going to be quite a difficult night, because they were coming off the back of 2 defeats where Shelbourne had won their first 2 games.
That's right.
And obviously confidence very differing.
There's Fitzpatrick in around right from early. If he squares this, in actual fact, you can see where Cal's coming in the back, maybe would have finished off. But Shelbourne are rampant, really. This is their 3rd straight win, and what a start to a campaign as defending champions. Often when you come back on defend, there's the goal which Sullivan gives the ball away needlessly.
Did well initially, but then lost it.
Did well to recover the. Here's a great finish on far corner. Size themselves up. Young Rose emerging now, getting into here. It is. Look, what an awful. But look at the reaction of the Shells players. As soon as straight away the ball changes hands, there, both attacking forwards, looking instantly to get on the end of the ball. Rowe again, young boy coming in. He got a couple of games last year. He's looking like he's going to try and establish himself this side or this season. There's Heary. And again, it's Fitzpatrick on the right-hand side.
Great finish.
This is absolutely wonderful finish. Every goalkeeper that watch it here, you'd imagine he's just going to clip it with his right foot, lets it run across him, even under pressure, and just slots it in. That's a player who's on form, who's expecting to score goals, and that's as good as goals we've seen tonight, in my view. Here's a bit of a sloppy defending. There's 3 wide shorts around Fitzpatrick. Whether he beats the offside or not, I'm not sure, but you can't have that. Three wide shorts, 1 red, and then suddenly a gap of 10 or 15 yards up here, and Fitzpatrick's in to score the 3rd and final goal. So that's a lot of the reason why Paul Dillon is unhappy, there's no doubt.
Paul was making the point that the performance he was relatively pleased with, obviously not the result, but it's important to get points quickly. It's 3 straight defeats now. It's terrible, yeah. It's terrible for him because the club have invested huge sums of money in full-time setup. I think they've 16 full-time pros. So they've supported Paul. They recognise his pedigree as a player, and they're supporting him as a manager. He's cut his teeth with UCD. This is a big season for him. He has the support, and he would have obviously hoped for better results. But there's better to come. It's still early days. He has brought in a lot of new players, and I'll say it again, it just takes time for them to readjust, find each other's whereabouts, and then put in performances. As he made the point as well that obviously he was disappointed with what happened last season. They eventually did pull away from the relegation zone and, you know, were safe. But he feels, and I'm sure a lot of people involved with Drogheda would like to feel that they are a club that could be pushing for the top half of the table. Or the top half of the table. I think he was caught at the start saying they're going to get or try and get for UEFA, get into the top 4 and qualify into Europe. And that's all very well, having ambition. This is a very, very tight league. I mean, how do you get past Shelbourne? How do you get past Bowes, Cork, Longford? Teams who have worked tirelessly over the last 5 years, putting squads together, getting into pieces. And if they have the best players, how are you going to get them? You're going to have to be patient and work hard until you... If you're 9th, you've got to be 8th, 7th, 6th before you start. It's a long, long way for Drogheda to go. And it's a tougher task than most people appreciate in League of Ireland football. All right, well, more action now.